We're spinning our wheels.
Well, that's all you do. That's all you do when you have a
No,
conversation
but
like that, is because it's like you have your thought and I have my thought, and it's like...
Yes, I know mine seems to go out in an extreme angle, but it's...
But that's what everybody does, though.
But,
like,
okay, but here's the thing. Yes, you may lose... it may sound... But how many people are you willing to just...
But you're putting it out there as, like, when you put that kind of argument out there, it makes me look like I'm an asshole. You know what I mean? It makes me look bad if I sit there and go, I'm willing to lose as many as it takes to get to that perfect society.
I get it.
You know, and
it's more a matter of what are you willing to leave behind?
Whatever it takes to get to a good society.
And that's the thing. At that point in time, you might as well just have a society like Negan.
See, I don't agree with
because that is how human nature goes.
But that's nature. That key word right there, nature, right? You're looking at nature, and it's like, who survives out in nature? We are all just a mammal, right? We're just mammal, and it's like we're dragging our fucking feet.
Well, at that point in time, we're around killing people, raping people,
wow,
making little tribes in society, and going out and killing.
So that's where I think it can.
We're supposed to be a civilized society.
Exactly.
And a civilized society isn't supposed to just let people.
But why should I carry the dead weight on my back? Right?
Hold on. As a non-taxpayer, you don't pay that much tax.
Me? I pay taxes. What are you talking about? Don't?
No. Both me and you aren't exactly what we call high tax.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. We don't exactly carry society around.
No, but it still is a hindrance if I have to go to a hospital and my wife has to wait for 5 hours when she's bleeding inside. You know what I mean? And it's like...
Not arguing.
Like that's what I'm talking about.
I'm agreeing.
I get what you're saying about the greed, but I don't know if it would be as extreme as people would think. You know, it would. It may start off that way.
Hold on. But you're thinking that it's going to end up being kumbaya.
No, I know. No, it's not going to be kumbaya. I know that. But I don't think it's going to go to the extreme of a Negan Walking Dead type thing because it's not. It's not
going to be that far off.
We're not fighting and scrapping for food.
No, but what's going to end up happening is the rich are just going to have power.
Do you not find it weird that there is enough resources and enough money for everybody in this world right now to survive, but it doesn't happen?
Yeah, I do.
So how do we incentivize? How do we create?
You kill the rich,
but we don't. You can't just kill them.
Yeah,
you have to.
You need to get rid of that top layer.
You have to find a way to.
The only way to do that is to make it against the law to be a rich, greedy bastard.
But then you don't give people the freedom to earn up.
No, but okay. See, hold on. If a CEO is still able to make $10 million a year, don't you think he can survive off that?
Of course. But it comes to
at what point?
It comes to what we treasure in society, like what we find important. We pay our doctors. We pay our movie stars and actors and actresses and athletes more than we pay our doctors.
I know, and that's wrong.
But that's our choice.
I know it's not my choice.
But that's the choice of the majority. So we're sitting here saying, what are we going to make a law that the NHL can't pay its athletes millions of dollars, and we have to put that money towards doctors? I don't think so. I think we should speak with our dollars if we don't want the NHL.
No. What I'm saying is you make it so somebody can't make X more than their lowest.
I think they would still find ways around it.
Then you get rid of them. As people go, oh yeah,
but then it's not private business. And that's completely that's like communism. That's like communism of, you go into Walmart and now the government's running your business because you're not doing it the way you're supposed to. That's communism.
No, the government isn't running Walmart. The government is saying that Walmart...
But you're putting a law in place to say that you're restricting what they can do, and if they don't follow it, you're going to throw this guy in jail.
No. Who said restricting what he can do? He said, you can't
You're restricting what he can make, and that's restricting what he can do.
No, it's not restricting what he can do. How is it restricting what he can do?
Because it's restricting how much money he can earn. It's restricting
but that's not the same as restricting what you can do. If you take a Walmart owner and say he made $1 million a year... Right? Cut it in half. Is he going to...
of course, he's still going to live a great life.
No, but hold on. When you're cutting his wage in half, are you saying, you have to do half of what you've done? You say, no, he could still run his Walmart.
Oh, I get that. But then the government is creating laws to run your business. And creating
but we already
model
have laws to run our business.
But
restaurants have to follow certain guidelines to be able to be restaurants.
Yeah, well,
if you take that away, that's a regulation.
Yeah, but then if you take it away and you find out that restaurant is crap, you don't go there and people don't go there.
But okay, what happens?
That's where it comes back to. We all know what's happening, and well, okay, let's not say that we all know, but a lot of people know that Walmart is running a shady business, right? You would call it shady, then, right?
I think so.
Okay, so then do you shop at Walmart?
Yeah, because I save 10%.
So you're supporting the greed, you know what I mean? And it's like,
okay, here's the thing. Unfortunately, this is the way society works. If I can get ketchup at Walmart for $5,
I get that. I understand.
Safeway, it's $10, and at Save Foods, it's $12.
Yeah,
I don't have a choice but to go to Walmart,
and I'm saying create more choice at the $5 mark.
But nobody, if there was going to be, it would have been Safeway or Save on Food. It's not like there isn't other choices out there.
You don't think Safeway's CEO is making? He's probably making twice what?
Hold on. But a Safeway employee makes more money than a Walmart employee.
Do they? I don't know.
They do. They make upwards of $6 more an hour. A Walmart employee will go in at 10. No, a Walmart will go in at minimum wage, say $10, right? A Safeway employee will be hired at 12.
I agree.
A Walmart employee will make 30 cents a year, and Safeway can make up to $1 a year.
I just don't think that.
I shop more at Safeway. I buy things at Safeway, but unfortunately, you know what? I shop at Walmart because a movie is $20. You go nowhere else at a movie is $20.
I agree with what you're saying. Like, I understand what you're saying. That there is a lot of greed. There is a lot of that. But me personally, I don't think it's the government's responsibility to go in there and say, do it this way. What if every Walmart employee just said, we're leaving?
They'd have a new batch. They'd close for like 3 days, have a new batch of employees.
There's society.
No, but would have a new batch of employees within a couple of days.
You know what I mean?
And they'd all be crap.
So I think that it's. I don't think we should put laws in place to do that. Then to me, maybe I have the wrong.
But okay, you're saying, how do you incentivize? You can't. How do you incentivize an owner? Some owners, like the Costco guy, the Ben and Jerry's ice cream, the CEO of Ben and Jerry's doesn't make more than like 10 times as low.
That's where my ideas would take decades to change, because you have to change the thinking of society.
But that's,
you know what I mean. It's not going to turn
the
into
way you're saying
anarchy.
The way you're saying is the only way to change society is you get rid of that top layer.
Well, you can't get rid of the top layer. You need to incentivize the top layer to become the only layer.
No, but that's the thing. The top layer doesn't want to share.
Then that's a problem with society and how we raise society, and that's
no. But okay, the raising society. Okay, then you have to raise them in a communist environment.
No,
you would, because a communist society says everybody's equal.
Mm-hmm. Everybody has an equal opportunity. In my world.
Capitalist. Everybody has an equal opportunity. You have the opportunity to be CEO.
So go be a CEO
of Air Canada. Is it going to happen? No.
So go be a CEO. Go be a CEO of your own business.
But okay, and then you can be a CEO of your own business, pay yourself $1 million. But how are you going to pay yourself $1 million?
Well, obviously,
But that's capitalist society. In communist society, everybody is equal.
Yeah, I get it, and the government distributes everything equally.
Yeah,
but that's not that. But that, in a sense, that's what you're saying, is that you need to cap people and have them distribute it more. So you're asking for distribution of wealth by government. I'm asking for distribution of wealth by incentive.
Whoa. How does the government distribute wealth?
Because you're saying put a law in place and the governments make laws.
You're right, but it doesn't make the government say, "Oh, this guy made $10 million. He's only allowed to make 5," and the government takes that 5 and distributes.
No, but you're asking them to. So you're trusting the greedy CEO to distribute wealth in a different way, to lose that $5 million. And what's he going to do with it?
Whoa! Stop. Listen to what I say. The CEO can only make X more than his lowest employee.
Yeah, I get that.
So if the CEO wants to make more money, he has to pay his lowest employee more money.
But then you're putting a law in place, and I don't think that a law should be...
And doing it your way is... You're saying society as a whole, but society as a whole is run by rich people.
Okay.
It is.
We'll agree to disagree.
Society throughout all of history has been run by rich people. Kings and queens used to run their countries.
That's why lords. I say it's not perfect. It's not perfect, and nothing that we say is perfect. You know, yours makes sense. You know what I mean? But
that is a form of change. Well, look at it. Look at Costco. Okay, it's a thriving business.
Yeah,
Ben and Jerry's, thriving business.
So is Walmart, and so is.
But Walmart is a thriving business because they use cheap labor overseas. Yeah. They buy their stuff as cheap as possible. They sell their stuff.
Yeah, but they use overseas because we're too expensive here in our own countries. Building the stuff is more expensive because they can get it cheaper over there.
And that's another problem too.
There's a whole bunch of problems.
I know.
There's a whole bunch of problems. You know what I mean? And to me, it makes sense for more competition. If you had more competition... Like, it's not... I couldn't just go open
Stop, but that's the problem. Is you can say, yes, there can be more competition, but where does that competition come from? If that competition is coming from people that use child labor or slave labor, that competition doesn't mean anything.
Stop shopping at that place.
But that's... Okay, as easy as it is for us on our high horses to say, stop shopping someplace...
No, I know.
It isn't...
it's not feasible.
It's not... Exactly, it's not a feasible reality.
Yeah.
And because it's not a feasible reality, it just can't happen. As much as we want to say, yes, it does, it doesn't.
I get what you're saying. I totally understand. Because I look at it the same way, that I think that there is too much money up here. There's too much money, but
I get what you're saying.
Like, I just think there has to be a way to...
Honestly, I have no problems with... society degrading into whatever. I just know that I'm not going to be one of the ones on the receiving end.
Yeah, well, I'd end up dead.
Okay, I know that.
Yeah, and it sucks, but because we're down here.
Yeah,
most people are down here. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. How can you make it though? You can't just force people.
No, you can't.
You can't force people to.
Whatever we do, nothing is going to. It's not going to work. No matter how you think it, no matter how I think it.
No, because there's so many different people who think.
Yes.
Think differently. It's like, that CEO is like, well, I deserve to have 50 houses.
No, you don't.
And I deserve to have
10 vacations as a CEO, yeah, sure. You know what? You can have a home where you live, a summer home, and maybe even a winter home. Sure, that's 3.
You need one house to live properly.
No, but I get it. The CEO, he has money, he should be able to spend it. That's part of a capitalist society. I get it, but I just don't think a CEO should be complaining that somebody wants a $15 minimum wage when they're making $7,000 an hour. Right?
Agreed.
How many studies have been out there that saying, a CEO by the first month he's done has made more money than all his employees?
Then how come is like, I don't know, it's just weird because it's like...
But, okay...
And McDonald's does it too. McDonald's has they were saying the CEO makes more in an hour than most people make in a year on their front lines. And it's but how...
but that's one of those things of where you should just say is like, you know what, he can't make more in an hour or more in a day than people make in a year. And guess what?
See, that could work in a free society too.
No,
it could 100% work.
But yes. Thanks for listening again, because we still ranted some more.
Well, it could. Like your theory, that theory could work
I know.
In my theory.
I know. I'm not saying our theories aren't incompatible.
So that's what I'm saying is you got to take...
I know mine goes to an extreme, but...
You don't have to go to the extreme.
No, but
that's what everybody does.
But you're not. You're also thinking that everything's going to be kumbaya.
But I don't think that. But I've never once said that it's going to be kumbaya. It sounds like it's going to be kumbaya, but it's not. There's going to be... You're not... Okay. I've said, though, it's going to be like for years.
A short period of time, it's going to be hurt.
Who knows what that short period of time is? A short period could be like a year, it could be 100 years.
But, okay, how much hurt are you willing to cause upon society? Because just...
How much hurt has already been caused upon a society?
It could be worse, because examples...
Could be better, though. It's the same kind of thing. It's like the coin, right?
Yeah,
it's tails. Okay, you know what I mean?
But you're saying it could be better, but you're also relying a lot on human factors that just don't exist.
That's the problem. Is we've been raised in we're in a sense we're brainwashed into thinking that this is like the way that it has to be, and it's like, yes, there are going to be greedy people. Yes, there are going to, so I think
there are greedy people.
I think you need to take aspects. That's why if you and I were leaders of the world, say, and we just had this conversation at our business table, I like your idea of CEOs making only X more than. Let's see how we can implement this. Let's try this.
I'm not.
Let's roll it out.
And remember,
you like my idea of the flat tax. Let's roll that out.
I'm not disagreeing with
open
large
up competition.
Chunks of,
let's open this.
I'm not disagreeing with large chunks of what you're saying, Barry.
But that's what I mean. We've taken both two different ideas.
Yes.
Two different ideologies.
Yeah.
We've went, okay, both have some good ideas. Both have some really bad ideas. Let's put them together. With the good ideas together, and now we're moving forward as a society. We're moving forward. We're striving to be better. You know what I mean? That's what I think the government should do now. Is take the ideas of multiple, but that's not what they're doing.
They're not.
They're just yelling at each other, and they're just
because
I don't think they're smart enough to. Or they have too big of an ego to go...
No, and that's what ended up happening to the BC government of Alberta. They had too big of an ego. They thought they were invincible.
Yeah, and
they thought they knew what was right for everybody. And unfortunately, and I will defend the NDP in this regard. The NDP, when they came into office, should have been a completely and totally different political party. They should have been. They're the NDP.
Yeah.
And guess what? They're not. They ended up being exactly like the PC party, and it's like, well, guess what? That's just that's a spinning wheel thing. So I totally get it, and I don't like spinning wheels, and this is why we're having conversations like this. Is so we can throw things out there.
And I think it's good to have conversations. Like open your mind. Like don't just have a closed mind about. Oh, this is the way it has to be.
Oh.
And, you know what I mean?
I don't have a closed mind in this. I don't think this is the way things have to be.
I'm not accusing you of having a closed mind. I know. I'm accusing a lot of society.
Society
has a closed mind of, we're taught as young children in school, this is the way that it is.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, I don't know where I got it from, I went, but why? And now I'm looked at like, why are you asking that question? How come you're asking that question? Why? You don't ask that question. You just do. And it's like, well, no, I encourage...
A lot more people are asking that
why.
Question.
And it's good
and politics is starting to show a reflection of that.
Society needs to show a reflection of it as well.
Yes.
In itself.
You millennials out there. You guys are the ones that are supposed to be making changes, and you guys are some of the ones that are being the most...
We have an opportunity right now, I think, in North America, we'll say, to make a change for the better. I think to take the authority that we have now and change it completely. And if we don't take that opportunity, it's going to turn into Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton running in the U.S. and that's...
whereas I think Donald Trump would be something different.
Us. Yeah, but...
And Hillary Clinton won't.
No, yeah, definitely.
Hillary Clinton is a bought and paid for career politician, whereas Donald Trump will attempt to do things different. He could be the Ralph Klein of the U.S.
You know, there should be no reason that all parties can't debate on the big stage in any political race. You know, like you see up here in Canada, Alberta, what do we have? There's 4, I think.
Okay, we have the PC, the NDP, the Wild Rose, the Liberal, the Alberta Party.
Oh, was the Alberta Party part of the big debate?
No. Well, because they never they didn't segregate enough votes to count as a party.
Wow, that's
they counted.
There anyways.
They won 1 seat, and that was pretty much it. So
yeah,
they
but
counted
then,
for like 1%.
How do you know? Maybe people don't know who the Alberta Party is, and they had
maybe they just don't vote for them.
I like that's kind of where I would align myself the most.
Alberta Party.
Yeah, because they're kind of the libertarian of.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah, they were on the radio. I looked them up and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure they are.
Okay, that's all I needed to know was whether he looked it up.
But imagine maybe there's a lot more people out there who have that ideology, but they don't know about it because they're not given the stage. You know what I mean? Like everybody says we want lower taxes and we want more freedoms and we want more this, and it's like, well.
But one of the guys I work with says, "Yeah, I'd pay more money for that," and I'm like. Because we're talking about the carbon tax that's going to happen, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll pay a carbon tax." And it's like, "Well, why?" And it's like, "Well, it's going to be used for blah, used for solar power and stuff like that." I'm like, "No, it's not." He's like, "Yeah, it is. That's why it's called the carbon tax." It's like, "You don't know anything at all about this, do you?" He's like, "Yeah, I do." And it's like, "No, because in Alberta when we were paying the Alberta healthcare cost."
It wasn't going. It was going to general funds.
It wasn't going to Alberta Health. It was going to the general revenue,
Yeah.
which means it's just a tax.
Yeah.
$100 a month a tax. So
that's what it is. It's just, it's just so weird. It's so wrong.
It is.
It needs to change, and it needs to be...
We're in agreement.
It needs to change.
Viva la revolution.
Don't get those pitchforks out, though.
Yeah, no pitchforks.
No pitchforks or torches are needed.
Not yet. Maybe later.
Yeah, maybe later. Maybe some baseball bats.
Thanks for listening to Rant some more.
After the cameras go off.
Yeah,
well, actually,
the camera didn't go off. This is going on air. Of course it is. It is. It's just going to be part of a rant. Anyways, yeah, you heard us before. Listen to us. Blah, 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 blah.